Hello again. Welcome. My foot still fucking hurts. So we're still sitting down. We'll get back to standing up for these videos at some point. I do prefer it as a way of structuring it and a way of having more full articulation, because I resort to sitting like this a lot, right? Or like this, like leaning on the arms and stuff. I feel I generally find it better standing, but my fucking foot hurts, and that's kind of makes it difficult to stand. It hurts all the time, but it hurts more when I'm actively standing on it. So we're sitting down. As I mentioned yesterday, today is National Beer Day. I didn't prepare that at all. The closest thing I have in is the more of that cider that I was drinking a few days ago, which was a weird episode. But there are still other days for today, which we should get into. Your food day, because you can't really count beer as food as much as it's liquid bread. It's not really food. Is National Coffee Cake Day, which I haven't had, I don't think. Generally, because if I'm ever in a situation where they have coffee cake, they probably have half a dozen other types of cake that I'd rather have. You know, there's there's coffee cake, but there's also all these other options that are much better. So why would I take coffee cake? I'm sure it's okay. I imagine there's enough substance in it for it not to just be unholy bitter, which is again my problem with I have to have lattes because I need that much milk, and I need a lot of either sugar or a good amount of syrup in there, because I normally have caramel, sometimes hazelnut, and gingerbread when they have it, because those are good. National No Housework Day, or as all work is now quantifiably housework, just do fucking nothing. Lay around in your pants, or lack of pants, and do nothing for a day. Which is me every day, bar these videos, because I don't do shit. I probably should, but I don't. And that's probably part of my problem. Well, one of my problems. I have a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems in this general vicinity. The last two are getting, I want to say serious, but I can't take one of them seriously, so serious isn't quite accurate. We'll get to the one that I can't take seriously first, because it's less significant. National Girl Me Too Day, which, reading the description of, sounds like one of these bullshit girl women empowerment things, which is stupid and unnecessary. You don't get male empowerment. Well, maybe not. It's not unnecessary, because we need personal empowerment. We need personal positivity, because we have a habit of being negative to ourselves. To singling ourselves out, like not letting people help us, or feeling like we can't, reach out to people or identify with people and things, which is sort of where it's going to, but it's the girl me too bit that I have a problem with. Because it goes from, positivity, togetherness, to girl power, which, fine. I mean, do you notice I don't think we're gonna, I mentioned how I don't see the point in Women's Day or Men's Day, but there at least is the equality of both of them existing. I don't think we're gonna have for guy me too, or dude me too thing, or anything remotely, male empowerment. And if you're one of these hyper-feminist, feminazi people that think, oh, we don't need male empowerment, they've been in power for years, that's the whole point feminism exists, and that's the whole reason feminism, you're half right, you're kind of right. It's why it was created in the first place, but realistically feminism is gender equality, not women are better. Women deserve more. So if you're going to go carry on yelling at the wage gap, go off. But if you're going to say that men don't need empowerment as well, then we're going to have a problem. Because there's a thing going around. I've seen people going around on my Facebook feed of guys tagging each other and just upload a selfie of just you, just to be like, yeah, no, I'm okay with who I am. I'm like, because a lot of suicides are men, and there's a whole bunch of reasons for that. Like, we don't feel like society tells men that they're not supposed to talk about their feelings. Society tells men that you know, they're supposed to look one way or another way, or that, you know, and that's your art. Like, that's your, like, you're either buff, chiseled and hairless, or whatever. Like, I don't get it. I don't get like, and so, which is the same as women, right? Like, that's the same. Is you get like these outlandish, overly photoshopped models telling you that you should look like this, even though you never will. We get the same thing. Just nobody fucking talks about the fact that men get the same thing. And that's why I hate these things like this, because they're going on about a thing in a specific way that isn't necessary. And God, I feel like the internet's gonna yell at me again, but I'm right. Like, I can understand you yelling at me and not liking women, you know, Women's Day, because that's just my opinion. Like, it's a waste of time. It doesn't seem like it's for anything specific. This is literally a waste of time. No, it's not. It's not a waste of time. It's just literally unfair. It's actually just like not being equal, and in something that's like this, it sounds like it's trying to, or wants to be, and it should be, but it's not. I don't know what my point is here. Like, I don't like today is the point, I think. Oh, I don't like this day. I don't like the National Girl Me Too Day, because other than sounding awful, it is very presumptuous and very not gender neutral. And finally, an actual serious day that actually is serious. Today is the last day is a relative day, being the first Tuesday of the month of April, and apparently, and I know I don't cover the national months or national weeks and stuff. I'm just covering the days because there's enough of it just for just this. But this is a specific day regarding the month. I have to check this because I wasn't going to remember this acronym. So it is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. I told you it was pretty serious. Like, there's no jokes for this section of the video. Like, the last bit wasn't comedy, but it was, you know, it was me stating how the day isn't serious. This is very much this is, you know, a serious thing. Although I'm not 100% sure I understand what it is, so maybe people can enlighten me in the comments more. But so that's the month, abbreviated to SAM with 2 A's, opposed to the playlist that's on my other monitor, which is SAM's 2.0 with dots between everything. But it's the day of action, which provides a day to focus awareness of sexual violence prevention. I'm just reading it now. Nationally recognized in the United States as part of the month. The Day of Action provides a tool of resource throughout the campaign. Aims to stop, designs to stop assault and harassment and abuse through education, teaching about consent, understanding boundaries, and that's 100%. Like, we are in a position to do a whole bunch of things, but consent is always going to be important. And understanding the biggest part with consent is simple. It's constant. It has to be constant and enthusiastic. Or like relatively, like, if it's if it's passive and it's a more standing relationship, that might be okay. But if it's passive and it's not, then don't pressure people, don't harass people, don't be a dick, don't be an asshole. Don't be forcing yourself on people. Take into account both people's needs in all these situations. I had to read the statement a few times over just to understand it. Currently, the stigma of sexual assault rests with the victims, which I think is talking about the fact, like, victim blaming, which apparently exists. I don't know enough about sexual. Oh, so unsurprisingly, I don't know a lot about sexual assault, because I have not been involved in it in any capacity. I understand boundaries to a degree, to a good enough degree, and when I don't understand boundaries, I just don't try to push push them because, or to see where they are because it's easier. And I'm socially awkward, so I don't have these problems, and so I don't know a lot about it. Which I guess is sort of the point. Like, this is talking about how people need to be more educated about it. So I guess they have a point. Yeah, no. I think they have a solid point that people probably need to be more educated about sexual assault and sexual harassment and abuse and all this sort of thing. Like, yeah, no. Well, this is a whole month, and I don't know if there's any other days related to this month, but there might be. But most of the national months don't have any, like, aren't reflected in the days, so I don't know. But yes, let's try and get a bit more positive again. Or again, like that. I mean, that's not negative. That's not inherent. Like, it's a bit depressing because it's a thing that exists, and most of the things that exist in the world are pretty depressing when you actually think about them. But no, let's be positive. Let's just positivity in the comments. Come on, let's hype people up. You know, we were like, I had the whole thing saying about how the idea behind the Girl Me Too thing is okay, but it's unnecessarily gendered and all that. It's just go hype people up. Just steal, sharpens steel. Like, go hype people up. Like, I did a video for a compliment. Like, I think it was Compliments Day or something, where I just read 100 compliments that I found online, made jokes about most of them because most of them were pretty bad. But that's a video that exists. That's just, they can also be seen as me just complimenting you as an audience. I don't know, go down in the comments, throw some positivity around. Subscribe if you're not already. Get caught up with this series if you're not already. Share some of the content within it, please. Or the playlist. Share the playlist is the easiest way of doing it. Either share the playlist or share this video. Those are the easiest ways of doing it. Embrace the chaos. We are all mad down here. And I like it that way. I think most of us probably do. And that madness will only serve us in our ever-existing goal to change the world. I'll see everyone tomorrow. At hurrah.